Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing Company out of Morganton, North Carolina. These guys are just pumping out new offerings left and right. This beer is called Darwin's Forehead. You can see up there, and obviously there's a picture of his forehead there. So it's salted brown porter. It says, mashed with Southern Select 2-row barley from our good friends at Riverbend Malt House in Asheville, North Carolina, along with a decidedly delicate blend of the finest caramel and chocolate malts. Fermented cool with our preferred house ale yeast for a touch of residual sweetness and a luxurious mouthfeel. Blended with North Carolina sea salt from the Outer Banks Sea Salt Company for increased quenchability. Brewed to comically celebrate Charles Darwin, the extraordinarily complex and contemplative father of evolution. So, it's not salted caramel porter, it's just called salted brown porter, but it says it has caramel malts in it, so maybe that's kind of what they're trying to do with it. It is 6.2 ABV. I think this is the first, stout slash porter that they've canned. I can't think of any other ones because they do bottles of Urban Monk, but that's bottles and it's Imperial Stout. And Irish Table is one of the only other stouts I can think of that I've seen a lot, but that was never canned. That's like their Irish stout. So excited to try a new style from them that they've canned and probably distributed. Actually, yeah, I know they distributed. I saw some bottle shops that had this in. So I think they're pretty much distributing everything that isn't the AWAS beers at this point. So, as you can see, it pours a pretty dark brown, almost black. It says brown porter with a beige head. I'd say is, looks like pretty standard carbonation. So the aroma is it smells like it's got some pretty deep roast to it, which is interesting. It's almost, sometimes when I have like a really roasted porter versus a stout, which doesn't have as much heft to it, it almost comes off as like over baked pretzels to me, like not completely burnt, but just like over baked pretzels. And I'm getting that a little bit in this, and it's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just something that I tend to pick up. But I mean, it smells like a pretty standard porter, and there's not anything inherently wrong with it. So obviously, I'm really not going to smell the salt. I'm sure I'll taste it if there's enough of it. I really wonder, like, where the it does have like a really, really smooth drinkability, and that's what it says that was the point of putting the salt in. I don't know if it actually is from the salt. It does have a good bit of roasty character, but it's obvious that it's from the malt. It's not really like coffee-esque. There is some caramel in there too, and a little bit of like dark baker's chocolate. I don't know that it says there's a little bit of residual sweetness for like a luxurious mouthfeel. I don't know if I agree with that, only because I don't think it's very sweet at all, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but I actually think it's very dry, which to me is actually a good thing. For a smaller ABV dark beer, doesn't have like the adjuncts and stuff in it. Like, that's what I want. I want something that's I want a dark beer that isn't overly sweet that I can drink like a good bit of and not feel like it's too heavy or whatever. And then I think this is and I don't know if I said before I started the video, but it's 6.4 AB or wait. Sorry, 6.2 ABV. So that's the heft of it, but I just noticed now when you can only see like that amount in the can and up, it looks really creepy, but it is really dry, but not to the point where it's like chalky almost. Because some Irish stouts come off that way to me, but it's not like that. But it is really dry. It's not burning. I don't know why I said burning, but like there's nothing about it that's even remotely hitting my tongue when I'm like, oh, that seems out of place or that's too much. I mean, it's one of the most balanced lower ABV stouts that I've ever had. To me, stouts, porters, whatever that I've ever had. It's not like it's not Edmund Fitzgerald, but it's in that realm in my opinion of just like super smooth, really really easy to drink dark beers. Like if you want someone to try a stout or a porter for the first time and understand the qualities of it without having anything that would be off-putting. I think because it's dry, it's nice that we don't need, or that there doesn't need to be like a big hop profile in this, because the bitterness, to me, it seems like it's mainly driven from the grain and not from the hops. I mean, obviously there's hops in it, but it doesn't have like, because sometimes even Edmund Fitzgerald's a good example. Even sometimes that I actually almost get like some hop flavor in it, other than just the bitterness itself. I don't know what the salt is doing, other than maybe they are right and it is making it like more easy to drink and quenchable. It might be cutting down on that like overly roasty, ashy character. Which, I mean, if that's the case, that's great and that's fine. But this beer is like, it's like so many other things that they make is, there's nothing mind-blowing about it or anything that's like super unique. It's just absolutely perfect in what it is saying that it's trying to be. And to me, that is more impressive than just like, oh, we made this crazy beer and threw all kind of crap in it. It's like, oh, it ended up tasting good. It's not bad, but it's not really what the description was and whatever. Like, all of these are so dialed in and so well balanced. I didn't know what to expect with this. I was like, if they're really on point like their other stuff, I'm gonna love it. If they're not, and it's a little weird because of the salt or something else about it, like I don't know if I want a whole 4-pack of it, but again, I should never doubt them because they crush everything. And this is super drinkable. No problem that I have the rest of the 4-pack. I'll probably give a can to a friend just to let them try it because I think it's fantastic. And it's like so flavorful up front, but then it drops off really quick into this dry. I mean, it's the flavor still lingers, but there's like no residual sweetness at all. It's just everyone's trying to do like super big and sweet and dark and everything. Like this is a true brown porter, and it's absolutely perfect for what it is. I mean, I can't imagine having a beer in this style that is better than what it is. I think they executed it perfectly. And I think it's only like $14 a 4-pack or something like that. So, I mean, the price is absolutely right. I know no one's going to seek this out because it's just a basic brown porter, but if you like really good, well-done, simple, like Anglo-American styles, you need to get a can of this because it is really freaking good. I know a lot of people don't get excited for these simple things, but these are actually what like drive me to want to go to their brewery is this kind of stuff because it's so simple yet it's so clean and so easy to drink. It's just great. So I think it's pretty awesome what I was saying, but this is absolutely a buy for me. And anyone who hears this and hears good things and wants to try it, you can hit me up, and I'll gladly grab some for you. Honestly, it'll probably be around for a while because a lot of people it's not really an exciting thing to a lot of people, but it's a really, really quality beer. So, but I think that's all I got in this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.